In Japan, they're using some pretty high-tech tools to look for survivors, and Valley firefighters have many of those same tools on hand if something disastrous ever happened here. ABC 15's Brian McElhatton live for us this morning at a fire station in Mesa. Brian, these firefighters are trained to respond to major disasters even before federal authorities step in.
That's right. They do so much more than just fight fires. They have to be ready for anything, including major disasters like the one we're seeing in Japan right now. This is Mark Enriquez here. He's a special operations firefighter, and you're part of a rapid response team. That's not something that every firefighter is a part of, but you're able to come in even before federal authorities help if, heaven forbid, something awful were to happen here, right?
Yeah, good morning, Brian. Exactly. The Urban Area Security Initiative Rapid Response Team Task Force, UASI RRT for short, is designated as the step between overwhelmed local resources and a federal FEMA response. We have the capabilities of swift water rescue, structural collapse, high-angle rescue, and confined space, and also hazardous materials, including radiation detection.
Exactly, and you've got all these tools here. It's not a typical fire truck. You've got saws and things, and show me some of the gear that you have here. You have a actually radiation detector right there.
Yeah, Brian, this particular apparatus is what they're designated as squads, RRT squads, and they're equipped with everything from sump pumps to clear water from basements or flooded areas, search cams looking for victims in voids and structural collapse, and also various radiation detectors that we can use to determine if there's any type of radioactive threat.
Because we have the largest nuclear power plant in the country here in the valley, so you guys have to be ready for any eventuality, any emergency, right? And people at home should be ready too.
Yeah, exactly. We have to be prepared for every emergency, everything from an EMS call all the way up to like you said, a radioactive leak or something. And also people should be prepared at home. People should have a go bag ready to go, and they should also have enough supplies on hand, water and food that would last them at least 24 to 72 hours, should there be an emergency and we cannot get to them in time.
Okay, firefighter Mark Enriquez with the Mesa Fire Department. Guys, coming up at the 6 o'clock hour, we're going to take you inside this truck. There's actually a command center in here to coordinate disaster response. We're going to show that to you coming up in about an hour. Live in Mesa, Brian McElhatton, ABC 15 News. When disaster strikes locally, special operations firefighters have to stay on scene for hours. This is how they do it. I'm going to take you inside their specialized trucks right ahead.
They're getting a better idea of how rescuers in Japan are searching for survivors. Firefighters here in the valley use many of those same tools to train for disasters. ABC 15's Brian McElhatton is live this morning at a fire station in Mesa. And Brian, in our last hour, you showed us the equipment. Now you're going to give us a look at the command center.
That's right. I showed you how tools like this camera can actually snake through rubble and find you if you're trapped in a collapsed building. But these special operations firefighters on rapid response teams have to be able to be on station at a scene for up to 72 hours before federal authorities can arrive. That requires a lot of coordination, a lot of commanding. They actually have a command center inside this truck. This is firefighter Mark Enriquez, one of those special operations firefighters. This is quite a setup you have in this truck. What all can you do from this console here? Yeah,
Brian, communications is the most important part after any disaster. Very few people realize that cellular service is the first thing to become overwhelmed after an event. So this particular apparatus is equipped to be a mobile command unit that relies on satellite operations. We have a laptop here that's capable of wireless capabilities. We have a satellite phone, we have GPS, and we also have various bands of radio here. We have a UHF radio, 800 megahertz radios, and VHF radios. That gives us the capability of communicating with other agencies that we're assisting, such as perhaps we're in Kingman or Globe or something like that. So we have a wide range of communication equipment on this particular apparatus that will help us throughout the duration of an event.
And we were seeing in Japan these nuclear issues, you know, the concern over radiation and fallout. You guys actually have a weather station here that you can set up too, right?
Yes, we have a portable weather station here that we can hook up to our computer system here. It'll be able to give us real-time wind, humidity, and temperature, so that way we can, you know, stage accordingly, uphill, upwind, and so forth.
All right, firefighter Mark Enriquez inside this amazing truck that they have. More on our website later on ABC15.com. For now, live in Mesa, Brian McElhatton, ABC 15 News.